Hello students, welcome to the class, and today in this session we are going to take the revision of A Gift of Chappals. In the previous videos the detailed explanation of the lesson is given to you, and in this video we are going to see the revision with the help of the key points of the lesson. So in this video we are going to take the part 1 of the lesson, and the main characters in the story are Mridhu, Ravi, Meena, Lalli and Rukumani. Mridhu was a young girl. Ravi, Meena and Lalli, they all are her cousins, and Rukumani was her aunt. So let us move toward the revision session of part 1. Gift of Chappals, part 1. The learning objectives means at the end of this video what we are going to learn. So we will be able to understand the author's style of writing, to know the children's world, their spontaneity and imagination, to appreciate the importance of innocence, to analyze the concern of the children for the well-being of the animals. So in this part 1 we are going to see that how the children, they have helped the animal, that is the small kitten. So let's move. The main characters already we have discussed, that is Mridhu. She was living with her grandparents, that is Tapi and Tata, Tamil names for grandfather, and her cousins Ravi, Meena and Lalli. So when one afternoon Mridhu went to meet her cousins to her aunt's house, that is Rukumani. So when she reached at Ravi's home, Ravi pulled Mridhu because he wanted to tell her something, and Mridhu very politely she told him, just wait, let me take off my slippers. And so she set them out neatly. We know that it is our culture, custom, that whenever we are going inside our house, we have to keep our shoes, slippers, everything outside. So, but when she was keeping her shoes, slippers at the corner of the door, she notices a pair of large black slippers with marks of toes. You can see the image. So every mark of the toe is visible on that. Now see this image. You can see the kitten which is there inside that torn football. Ravi, Meena and Mridhu. Lalli is not present here. So as Ravi was very excited to tell something to Mridhu, so he took her to the backyard. In the torn football lay a very small kitten lapping up milk from a half coconut shell. Meena and Ravi found it outside the gate, moving and moving, and Ravi tells her that where they found the kitten at the outside of their gate that morning, and but it is a secret because their mother has told them that their Pati will leave to their Paddu Mama's house if she knows that they have a cat. Means their grandmother did not like that the children should take care of the kitten or they should bring any animal to their home. And so Ravi describes the problem that he was facing. And what was the problem? That here Ravi is complaining about the nature of the elders, that people always tell us to be kind to animals, but when we are, they scream, oh, don't bring that dirty creature here. So Ravi is complaining here that every time the elders, they used to tell us, take care of the animals, be kind to them. But actually when Ravi was doing, means when the children were doing the same thing, at that time the elders were shouting that don't bring that dirty creature here, means they are not allowing the children to take care of the animals. And another problem Ravi shared with Mridhu, that it was very hard for him to get little milk from the kitchen, and he narrated the whole incident, that how much hard work he has to do, that his grandmother Pati saw him with a glass of milk in his hand and looked suspiciously, means she was having a doubt in her mind. So what Ravi had to do, he had to drink most of the milk to throw her off the scent. means that she should not feel suspicion on him. So he has to drink most of the milk. And Pati asked the tumbler back, and she asked him to give the tumbler back. So Ravi told her that I will wash it myself, and he ran towards the backyard. He poured the milk into that half coconut shell and he rushed towards again back to the kitchen, and he washed the tumbler and keep it back. So this much hard work he has to do for just getting a little milk for the kitten. So he told to Mridyu that we have to think of some other way to feed Mahendran, because that was okay for one day, but every day he cannot do the same thing, because then Pati will be suspicious. So when he said Mahendran, that the little kitty's name is Mahendran, Mridyu was impressed because it sounded like a real name. It was not like the cute kitty cat names which usually we give to the cat. So Mridyu was impressed with the name because it was like real. Then when Ravi come to know that Mridyu is impressed, now he is trying to tell the detailed things about that why he had given the name Mahendran to the kitten. And so he has narrated the incident that Mahendra Verma Pallava Punai, that is the fine breed of cat. You can see that he compares the fur of the cat with the lion's mane. And Ravi also questions Mridyu about the emblem of ancient Pallava kings. Here Mridyu was laughing because she was not ready to believe on that. She thought that Ravi is trying to just tell her his own imagination. And so Ravi asked Mridyu, haven't you been to Mahabalipuram? Have you? And now when he comes to know that Mridyu doesn't know anything about the Mahabalipuram, so he has started to describe the things in a very detailed manner. And he tells that when he last year went there, he saw a statue of his tatas. Tata means grandfathers. And in fact, what he was telling, Mahendran is a descendant from that very ancient cat. And so he was telling to Mridyu that Mahendran, he was the descendant from that very ancient cat only. And Ravi, he concluded that this cat is the descendant of Mahabalipuram Rishi cat. So the descendant of Mahendran was the Mahabalipuram Rishi cat. Meena and Mridyu exchanged their looks, means both of them, when Ravi told about the descendant of the Mahabalipuram Rishi cat, they were not ready to believe on that. So they exchange, means they look at each other. And what does that have to do with anything? Mridyu demanded. And Mridyu said that what is the relationship of the Mahabalipuram Rishi cat and Mahendran? Oh, I am telling this cat is descended from the Egyptian cat god, no goddess. Bastet, yeah, that's it. And Ravi has narrated one more thing about the cats, that in the ancient Egypt, the people, they used to worship the cat. And at that time, Mahendran looked up alarmed. He was sharpening his claws on the edge of coconut shell. Kitch! A weird sound came from the window. Mridyu was startled. And when these three children, they were discussing about the descendant of the kitten, that is the Mahendran. At that time, Mahendran and Mridyu, they were startled with one voice, and that voice was Kitch sound. That was very weird, very strange sound. It was coming from the window. But the screeching did not stop, and Mridyu asked surprisingly, what's the noise? Even Mridyu was startled and Mahendran was frightened, but still the sound was continuously coming to their ears, that is the screeching sound. And then Mridyu asked surprisingly, because that noise she has not heard earlier. So she asked both of them that what's the noise is this? And listening that noise, what happened to MP Punai? He was frightened. MP Punai means Mahendran. He bounced on a tray of red chilies, trying to hide beneath it. He tipped a few chilies over himself. We know that when the animals, they get scared, they get frightened, they try to hide somewhere. And when MP Punai was frightened, what he had started? He bounced, he jumped. And where he jumped? Where the tray of red chilies. What he was trying? He was trying to hide beneath it. under that he was trying to hide himself. And when he was trying to hide himself, what happened? Some chilies were on his body. MP Punai. Meow, he howled miserably, and so again he frightened. So the sound the kitten used to do, that is meow. Then Ravi, he informs Mridyu that from where the sound of screeching was coming. And what he told? That's Lalli, learning to play violin. Here, Ravi has described all the things about Lalli and her learning of playing the violin. He compares Master's singing like a train whizzing on and on while Lalli's train is derailing. Here, Ravi has compared playing of violin to the train. And when the music master is playing the violin, at that time it seems like the melodious sound was producing by it and it was completely on the track, means as the train moves properly if it is on the track. So in the same manner, when the music master was playing the violin, that time the train is on the track. And opposite of that, when Lalli was playing the violin, it was the train which is completely off the track. It means Lalli was still not learned how to play the violin properly, and instead of melodious sound, the sound of screeching was coming from Lalli's violin. So here the summary of part 1 is over. I hope now it will help you to understand the topic better. Now we will discuss comprehension check 1 question answers. Comprehension check 1, and which is the first question? What is the secret that Meena shares with Mridyu in the backyard? What was the secret? That they have found, Meena shared the secret that they had found a cat outside the gate that morning. That was the secret, that they have a cat, means a kitten, inside a torn football in their backyard. This was the secret. And why they keep it a secret? Because their mother has told them that if their grandmother will come to know about the kitten's presence, then she will leave the house and go to Paddu Mama's house. So for that reason it was kept as a secret. Question number 2. How does Ravi get milk for the kitten? All the hard work which Ravi had done, that you have to explain here. So what the first? Ravi entered the kitchen, he took a glass of milk and told Pati, his grandmother, that he was hungry and wanted to drink it. He posed as if he was drinking the milk, means he pretended, and he has to drink most of the milk. He went out and poured the milk into a coconut shell and put the tumbler back after washing it, so that Pati may not be suspicious. So this much he has, and in this way Ravi got the milk for the kitten. Who does he say the kitten's ancestors are? Do you believe on him? So according to Ravi, the kitten belonged to the Pallava dynasty. It means that it is the ancestor were the Pallavas. And definitely, do you believe? No. I don't believe him, because we know that he is trying to connect the things what he had seen in his trip to the Mahabalipuram. He was trying to connect that thing to the kitten's ancestor. So here comes the fourth question. Ravi has a lot to say about MP Punai. This shows that he is merely trying to impress Mridyu. His knowledge of history is sound. He has a rich imagination. He is an intelligent child. So which of these statements do you agree, disagree? So out of these 4 statements, we have to tell that which statement we are agree and which statement we are disagree. So first, he is merely trying to impress Mridyu. If you agree with this, you can write agree or disagree. His knowledge of history is sound. We can say this, yes, we are agree with this. And he has a rich imagination, yes, we are agree with this also. Because of his imagination only, he is able to connect the thing of the Mahabalipuram Rishi cat to the Mahendran. And he has an intelligent child, of course. Because of his intelligence only, he could able to do these things. And the last question. What was the noise that startled Mridhu and frightened Mahendran? So the noise that was coming from the Lalli's violin, that was the screeching sound. It was the sound which has startled Mridhu and frightened Mahendran. So I hope now the part 1 of Gift of Chappals is clear to you and you will be able to answer the questions on that. Now let's move towards the activity. The textbook page number 21 of our lesson A Gift of Chappals. You will be reading the whole part 1, but again you will be reading this page number 21 and you will underline all the sentences of exclamatory, means you will underline the exclamatory sentences on this particular page, that is page number 21. You can do this activity in your textbook only. You can underline with pencil. No need to submit it. Tomorrow in the part 2 video I will be telling you the